Good morning and happy Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Look at that. I keep leaving my cupboard doors open. We need to start closing these. I've been busy working this morning trying to prep a fun card. I'm making it practical this morning. I did jump on a couple minutes early. I do have a tradition that I do every Black Friday, and it's not shopping. So what I do is my friends and I have always, probably for over 10 years, we've gathered together at a scrapbook store and we go ahead and we are just celebrating our friendship and scrapbooking together and having a great time. So I'm going to be leaving to do that in a few minutes, but I have my coffee and a card and I'm here today. Hoping all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Ours was short and quick. I just want to get on here, and I have a person I'd like to thank and congratulate. And so I'm going to turn my camera down and I'm going to show you, hey, Margaret, happy Thanksgiving the day after. I'll kind of be in your neck of the woods. I'm going to be in a scrapbook store today. So today I have, it is two-sided. It's called Be Creative. Be Creative. It's actually double-sided. You'll see my lipstick on there. Been drinking my coffee. Something I enjoy doing when I'm crafting. So I have a card today that's kind of a fun card. It's a congratulations card to a friend who has made an achievement. It's also been my mentor for helping me achieve many of the things that I had the desire to achieve. Sales goals. I earned 2 incentive trips, working on my 3rd incentive trip at this moment. Clicking away. It's with your help in sales and coming to my classes, and if you join, that's another bonus for you and me, and so lots of fun. So I've partially done this card because I'm going to do something that's new to me. This could be a complete disaster or it could work out really well. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to flip you over and let's see, we're going to go right down here. And I'm going to stand up on my chair here. Oh, you see all the wine bottles and my stick notes. A little bit of a mess here. So, my friend, let me see if I can get this up on my iPad. Oh, there's my old kindergarten room. It's not showing up here. I love when they give you history back. And this was here I am. That was the classroom that, oh, no, we can see my iPad and me flicking. So I hope you can hear me. I better turn the volume up on this. All right. So I got some better lighting, I kind of think. There we go. And I think we've got that figured out. So today I kind of am doing what they call a case, copy and share everything, or it could be a copy and edit everything. And let's see if we can get this a little bit more. Why don't we move the arm? I'm sorry, folks. I have not been doing this recently, and I don't want to make you dizzy, but, oh gosh, because you could see my, there we go. And we're going to go with this right now. So the colors I'm using is all in a monochromatic. We're going to use Tahitian Tide, Pacific Point, and Balmy Blue today. And we're actually going to use my wine bottle from the Bottle of Happiness. And that's way over here. And in fact, it's opened up. You can see I've used it many times. That doesn't go there. Some of these should go back underneath the little plastic. Here's what I did a while ago when I was practicing. I keep things in here. Here I was trying something with the browns. Didn't care for it. Here I was trying to show how you could do the cork. Sometimes I just save them in here. And then this is my friend Deborah. And she did this really cute one with the greens and the reds. So I just keep my ideas in my boxes when I want to pull them out. But this idea came from my friend Robin. Robin follows Maureen Rolfes. I have not watched her or seen her. I've heard she's fabulous. And I took this idea, and wait till you see the pop. This is what's going to make it. And I'm going to try and make this now. I don't guarantee that mine will turn out like Maureen's. So we're going to go ahead and you're going to see, look at that. These wine bottles are popped up. So I'm going to make an attempt to use my razor blade here and make some cuts to make these and measure them out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles, and we're gonna go ahead and make this card. So what I've done so far, just to show you, I have punched out my, or I've stamped, excuse me, all my bottles. And so I'm going to jump in. Good morning, everybody. If you're here, say hello. So when you put in there, sometimes you have to trim a little off. We'll make a little garbage pile over there. And we're going to go ahead and put it into the punch. Am I in the screen here? And I want to get this in the mail. And then we're going to trim off this, make a little garbage pile up here. Today, I have a garbage to my left in my turnstile, but there we go. And you can see I did not do well on my punches in the back, and you want to know why? When you have a photo polymer stamp, which is the clear stamps, you have to use a cushion. Usually this cushion is good, but my calendar is getting really low, so I don't have the cushion. So you really do need to use a cushion. So I had to redo those wine bottles. So let's set these wine bottles over here. Let's get some of this mess out of the way. Now this one's a little short to put in, so I'm going to grab a piece of stick note so that I can have a handle to put it into my punch. So I want to thank my teammate Robin for inspiring me, and I thought I lost this card after she lent it to me, and I found it. It was in my winery. I've been doing classes at the winery. Lots of fun, and get together with a group of friends, and we do cards that either can focus on whatever you want, or you can make cards focused on wine and gift giving. And one time I made bottle, I gave them as gifts. Okay, let's get this on here. That's on there. And we're going to slide that in the hole, and this looks like my stick note's getting stuck. Okay, let's do this. We don't like you, Mr. Stick Note. Okay, I'm going to stick him in here. And we'll punch out this bottle. I'm hoping this is a success. If not, I'm going to have to redo it later tonight. And because I really do want to get it in the mail. I used a piece of this for a strip. I'm going to put that in my scraps. And that's done. And let's see here. We need to trim off the bottom of this. I know for a fact I do have enough of a handle. And we're going to go ahead and stick this in. So the punches are fun because they're quick and easy. So all I did was ink them up first. So we need some scissors. We need a razor blade. We need that. Now, I started to do this in advance, and then I stopped, probably too late. But what I did is I stamped on the bottle of happiness. This is so crooked. On the bottle of happiness. Let me make it worse. The bottle of happiness has "Let's get in the spirit," some flowers, overflowing with happiness, send a little message, sending cheer, why not? And I'm going to show you how to do that part in a minute. So it had this cute little sprig. So all I did was take my scissors and fussy cut around it. And I just take my scissors, and you move the paper, not your scissors, to go around. And there you go. There's my last piece. Probably did too far. Here I took a piece of scallop contour level. I think we are done with the punch. I'm going to set those over here. Oh, I got a mess down here. I was really crafting the other day. And I'm going to choose one of these bottles here. And I'm going to take that little sprig and have it sticking out of here, just to look kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my silicone mat, because I don't want to get glue onto my, oh, there's my antibacterial or hand sanitizer. And we're going to just stick this right here, sticking out of the bottle. Looks pretty good. And then what we want to do is we want to pop this up off of here with our dimensionals. So I have some dimensionals here in my little, I'll put one up here to hold that. We'll do 3. And then you're going to peel the backing off today. Get these off. And this one has some sticky in. And we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to try and use this kind of as the lineup. There we go. Hopefully it's not going to be too big over my card. Now, let me show you the parts I did already. Hello. Where'd my card base go? Okay. So basically this card takes an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Pacific Point cardstock. I'm going to slide this over. There goes that hand sanitizer. Don't know if you're going to see it, but I'm going to score it right down the middle at 4 1/4 on my trimmer. I think I'm off camera on this one. So what I did is I put a score line here. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to burnish it with my bone folder if it's here on the table. And I don't see it on my desk. So I'm going to use my fingernails right now. Shucks-a-roo. Okay. Then what I did is I went ahead and did this part. This is a 1/4 inch smaller. Added 2.5 by 5 here, 2.5 by 5 here. And this is where we're going to be doing the technique, okay? So I'm not going to glue this down here, but basically this is going to go right inside. And this is where the pop-ups are going to occur, okay? So we can go ahead and close this. And I'm going to grab a pre-cut card insert and base. These are 4 by 5 1/4. I use these all the time. And I'm going to actually take and put this on the front of my card. I did not adhere that part in yet because we're going to do some cutting. I'm just trying to get most of the parts done here. And then, after you do that, I have some of that paper I was using. This is from our Hostess paper. And I'm going to cut this down by 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to move over here to my trimmer right over here. And I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 5 1/8 actually. I'm going to do it an 1/8 less. So 5 1/8 by, I'll put that in the scrap pile, 4 1/8. No, so if it's 4, it's going to be 3 7/8. My apologies there. Because you want to go down. And I'm going to stick this right here. So we're going to take some of that adhesive. And we're going to go ahead and place this adhesive on top of here. And I already have my decorations. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a problem here. See how this sticks off? I wondered if that was going to happen. So here's how we're going to fix it. We're going to lift it up. And I am going to have to trim it off. So I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to trim it right there. I wondered if I was going to be too high up. Let's see, because I want to center this. So there we go. We're going to do that. Okay, so now there's that on there. Nope, it's still too high. We're going to pull that up a little bit more and put it on top of there. Okay, there we go. You just never know. You don't want it to go on the outside or it won't fit into your envelope. So this piece here, I am going to lay down flat. So I'm changing it up a little bit with what I had in my scraps. I save a lot of my scraps or things if I make too many of these little decorative things, because then I can know I can use it later. Okay, so this little piece here needs, is it sticking out there? I don't like how it's sticking out. One more time, let's fix this up. We don't want it sticking out of there. There we go. And I have over here in my basket of bows, I have a already pre-made, but I think I'm going to show you how I take and make a double bow. So I got this kind of twine. I had done it for one of my Christmas gifts or something, and I'm tying a folded piece of twine about 12 inches and a half, so it's 6. And all I did was tie this into a bow like that. I'm going to pull these down. Do you see this is still a circle? I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to trim them all the same. And then we can add. Now I'm going to adjust my bow sizes here because it looks a little too big for my wine bottle. And you just adjust. And then I think I'm going to take some of the tails, just cut them over here, and I think that looks a lot better. So we have what we call, and I just take a ribbon to go around here so that I can grab the next glue dot. And I'm going to put that right there. So there's the front of it. Okay, I'm avoiding the inside part. This is new to me. Okay, let's see if I can get this done. We have these 5 lovely wine bottles we want to pop up. So we know that, I'm going to get my handy dandy ruler. Excuse my arm. Oh, it's buried underneath here. There's my bone folder. So we know that it kind of has to go over the edge. When I look at Maureen's and Robin's, it has to go kind of over the top and the bottom. Okay? So I'm going to measure how far in, and it looks like it is 3/4 of an inch in. So I'm going to go right here to 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to grab a pencil and I'm going to mark 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to assume it's the same on the other side to keep things even. Okay. There's where we're going to go. Now let's figure out the height of where we're going to do it. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to measure, and it looks like it's 3/4 of an inch high. So I'm going to put my ruler back down. A little math here today, people. And I'm going to draw a line, 3/4 of a line up, and yeah, that's right, 3/4, that's a half. Oh, yeah, we stop at half because it's at 3/4. Okay, so I know this has to be exactly a 1/4 inch wide. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put my little dot right down here at the end. Come on, Diane. At the half. Keeping it at about right there. Maybe up a little higher. And we'll draw the line from here down to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to erase that. So there's my one punch out. So the next punch out is going to be a little further in. Let's measure. From that one to that one is also, let me get in here with my ruler. Helps, Diane, if you put it on the right way. So this to this is a 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch away from here, I'm going to do my next one. So I'm just going to put a little dot, keeping it straight. Put another little dot. Okay. Same thing. We know we have to go a 1/2 inch over here. And so that'll be, well, that's 3/4. We have to do a 1/2 inch from here. Excuse me. And we'll go down. How far down do we need? This one needs to be up higher. So we're going to go up to 1 inch. And we're going to go over a 1/4 inch. So I see that's about here. And we're going to go straight down. Okay. Lots of lines today. So, in fact, I didn't do my 3/4 over here. Get out of the way, mister. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to, I'm going to make sure this is right. That's 3/4 of an inch. That's 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to do something else here. I'm going to erase that dot. We are going to go ahead and make this line 3/4 high. Here and here. Draw our line. We're going to go over a 1/4 inch. Dot and dot. Connect them. So you're using a pencil so that you can erase everything. Okay, now this one, oh, I guess it was in the right spot. Now this one's going to be a 1 inch tall and bound to 2 inches. 1/4 inch over. We'll put a little, excuse me, 1/4 inch over and a 1/4 inch over, and we'll connect those dots. I think this is the most difficult part of it. And then we're going to have one in the middle. And the one in the middle is going to be about 3/4 of an inch over again. So 3/4 of an inch is right here. And 3/4 of an inch from this side is right here. So it's working out perfect. And this one is taller. If you can see, it has a longer, they kind of graduate up. So we're going to see that this is about 1 1/4 inches long. So we're going to go 1 1/4. Yep, that's perfect. And we're going to go 1 1/4. And then we'll go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 2 1/2. And then 1 1/4. Now, if you couldn't do that, you could just flip it over and do a 1 1/4 this way. I just counted my, so there's 1 1/4. See how I did that? That's how I did it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one looks a little too close, but we're gonna go with it anyways because I told you it's my first time doing it. So we have, where'd it go? My handy dandy ruler here. So what I'm going to do is I have a self-healing mat underneath here. Let's get my wine bottles up in the corner here. Put away the scissors, put away my bone folder, put away my pencil, and I'm going to remove my nice mat. Now this is a self-healing mat. I've had it for years for my crafting. So this actually has a metal edge on it so I can use it for my slits. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to push down and come to the end. I'm going to come over here, push down, come down to the end of the line. I'm going to go ahead and do all the lines all the way down, just pushing into my mat. Might not got that one far enough down. And we'll see how I do here. And then over here, this isn't quite in the middle, but I must have got off of my mat. But we're going for it. So, has anybody made a card like this before? If you have, maybe you have some tips for me. Because I just wanted to make this, and I know kind of the idea of what to do to make it. And we're just going to go with it today. And I thought it'd be fun for you to see a new technique. And we're going to start here and come down. All right, so when we flip it over, we should have a bunch of slits. Okay? So I'm going to poke those slits like this through the door. Now I could see that this one isn't long enough. Kind of just going to pull it down a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to poke this one through. Once we get them poked through, let's see. Pardon me. This one needs to poke through. We'll start in the middle. Okay, pull for the middle. And I'm going to fold it down. Looks like I need to get rid of a little piece there. My hat in the way. Okay, there's the first one. Then we have the second one. We're going to pull it forward and we're going to crease it down. We're going to do the little one here. We're going to, come on. There we go. And that one didn't stay forward. So now you can see I have, I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to take this off. We have 3 that are poked up. There we go. So we're going to go through and we're going to poke this one forward and this one through the hole, pulling forward. So now you will have your 5 slots. And I'm going to take that bone folder and really crease them. So. Okay, so the easiest thing to do now is to take your adhesive, grab your card. No, this is the prototype. Here's my card. And I'm going to place it inside my card with all of those meeting at the fold line. Okay? And I'm going to take here, 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 come on, get you going, here, here, and here, okay? I wanted some adhesive right there. I'm going to fold my card over, and I'm going to rub. Ta-da! Now this side isn't done. So basically, I'm just going to do the same thing, roll my adhesive down. This wasn't too bad. Maybe not as pretty as our other lady. I will get rid of all these as soon as we fold this over. We're going to get rid of all of those adhesive marks. I have an adhesive eraser, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my adhesive eraser, because it's bigger than my little pencil marks. And this will remove all those pencil marks. I like this, so I'm just going to erase all those little dots. It'll look much nicer. Get rid of all the dots and the pencil marks. Sorry, this is taking a moment. It's going to make it look beautiful, though. Looks like I need to get myself a white eraser here. I just hate using my whole white eraser. Let's see if I can get this to twist up some more. There's a way to twist it up. I know I'm really low on my white. The white erasers are really the best. I think I make a lot of mistakes, but back in kindergarten we used to say it's okay to make mistakes. Okay, yeah, the white one's going to take it a little bit cleaner. Okay, let me just brush this off. Get it all pretty. Okay, and grab all my pieces forward. If you don't have it forward, you're just going to grab it like that. Okay, and now we're going to pull it down, and we're going to give it one more crease like this. We want it to pop up. There we go. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. I think I'm off on this side a little bit. I don't know why. I think that's the reason why. I don't think I got my crease in the right spot. There we go. First time for everything, people. Okay, there we go. It's a little off. So now let's grab all of these cute little wine bottles. And we're going to adhere them. Anybody here done these kind of crazy cards before? Hey, Laura. And I'm going to lay them out how I want them. I'm going to do the dark one in the middle here. All right. Now I wish I would have made this paper a little bit longer. But live and learn. So that should have gone up. And that should have gone down like that. Let's see if we can get that better. All right. So we're going to do this blue one right here. We're going to take the next colors, which are going to be the Tahitian Tide ones. And we're going to just put a little bit of adhesive here, a little bit of adhesive here. And this is not popping out like I want it to, but we're going to do that. Yep, looks like I made a mistake. So, but you get the idea. If I would have probably measured not so under distress here, making this the first time. And I'm excited to go to my event today. Okay, we're just going to tuck that behind. And looks like we lost this guy. So, but he's right behind there. So, let's see if I can solve this problem. I am going to take and try and cut a line carefully right here. Come on, poke in. Because I use thick white, I use the thick basic white, and this is how we're going to solve this problem. Okay, I'm going to put that down, and we're going to lift this up. I'm going to trim it so it looks prettier. My wine bottles are sticking. I need to put a little powder under there. So this is real life, people. I'm trying to trim this up a little prettier. It's going to be a little bit off. Laura, have you made one of these cards before? Because, as you know, I'm not much of a card maker. I'm just more of a scrapbooker. And I think these are sticking because I got to get some powder on them. If you ever put too much adhesive on, I'm going to show you a little trick. Is you're going to take some baby powder and you're just going to rub it onto that adhesive part. And I'm just going to make sure none of these bottles stick to if I put too much adhesive on them. And I'm also going to tuck in because this one spot here has a little bit too much adhesive. And I do not want them to stick. So I just keep a little container. And I'm tucking in that. Plus it'll smell kind of cute, won't it? All right, last one. We're going to put a little adhesive right here. And we're going to put the last. He's still sticking. We're going to put the last guy on. And he's still too high up too. We need more powder. Well, I obviously need to go check out Maureen's card and see what I might have done inaccurately. Now, let's get them all up. And he went right under there. That is hilarious. Too much powder on that one. I guess I'll be redoing this later today. Okay. We're going to pull it forward. We're going to bend it flat. We're going to crease it one more time. And let's pray that we have the pretty card like Maureen. This is funny. You have to laugh at yourself. So, okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Ta-da! A little, maybe my wine bottles are a little drunk. So, there I go. How about that for a first attempt? I'd like some little love, little likes or hearts or laughs. I prefer probably laughs. I'm going to go ahead and give me some laughs because I think that is absolutely hilarious. You can only do the best you can do when you're learning something new. And I can send this to someone who made a wonderful job and achieved so much. So I hope I provided some comic relief today for you. I think that's about it. So there's my card. And we got some drunken wine bottles, and it works. You're going to have to appreciate the handmade work here. So one of the last things I'll do, and I told you I was using up scraps of things I had. So let's put this back down. Let's put away everything. My new goal really is to be putting things away. I don't know about you, but the more my craft room gets dirty, or even my house for that fact. I have some guidelines in my house. We pick up after ourselves. I've had some friends like, what? Yeah, my sister-in-law thoroughly enjoy it. She goes, how do you keep your house so clean? I'm like, I pick up after myself and keep it all clean and nice and neat. So we're just going to put things back where they belong and all done. So this was made from the Bottle of Happiness with a jar. It comes from our annual catalog. You really do need, with a photopolymer, I put paper around it. These are our Stampin' Pierce mats. Move that out of the way. It's called Bottled Happiness, and I don't know what page it's on, so we're going to look real quickly. Bottled Happiness is on page 16 of our annual catalog. And I just wanted to learn how to do that. So the bundle is $37.75, or you can just get the stamp set alone for $23, or the punch I think is $18. But what's really cool, and I pulled this out today, and I'm planning to use it later, is that we also have another stamp set in our regular catalog for mini Christmas catalog. Oh, where is it? I found it yesterday. It should be really easy to find. Oh, it's Christmas Vintage or something like that. Vintage Christmas with a V. Where is it? Vintage. Oh, right here. So page 63. They put them in alphabetical order now to our help. And so here's the same type of thing. And it is $16. And you can use this with the punch to make things more Christmassy. Lots of fun. So that's my card today. Does anybody have any questions? Nobody's... Hi, Sandra. Hi, Tina. Hi, Nancy. Oh, my goodness, everybody. Thank you for popping in today. I really appreciate it. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving. We just had a couple-hour event. That was it. And Joe got to watch the Lions. So I obviously need a little more practice, but that's all right. Practice makes not necessarily perfect, but learning. And just an interactive card. I love the front. Need to work. Oh, I was going to tell you, I was going to add a shape. Let me just put that piece of paper back. The outside greetings was from a celebration set that I have called Amazing Phrasing. I have a couple of those left, but where did my little circle go? So what I do is I save pieces that maybe I over punch or over roll out, and I decided that I would do this. Let's get into the spirit, and I probably do congratulations. So and maybe put to and from on here. And there we go. There's the place to write for your card. You could, if you wanted, add what we call an insert on the back, and you can write on the back if you have something more to write. But there you go. It's a pop-up card. So, baby powder's your friend. Use up what you have. That's what I was trying to do. Try something new. Have fun. That's what's important. And learn something new, like I said. Challenge yourself to do something creative. And then pop your letter in the mail. Kind of going to put a challenge out there. It's not going to match everybody here, but I have been waiting since September. I did a random act of kindness, and I chose to many people in my family, perhaps 33 or more, of women. No men. I did not pick the men, but I did pick the women, and I did sent them a random act of kindness of our Nourish and Flourish. It was a fundraiser for food scarcity. Here, let me get them around here. And I decided to send everybody a Nourish and Flourish kit. Now, mind you, this kit is really cool. Let's see. Let's walk over. Look at that. Another a cupboard open. Can you believe it? This is the Nourish and Flourish kit. Every single one of the ladies in my family received one of these. Aunts, cousins, special women that aren't even related to me, but that they are in the family. And so, I'm going to show you inside here. Let me just put this right here for a second. I'm going to open it up. This is for $39. It's a lunch tote, but you could use it to hold anything. But what's so interesting is these cards, I'm going to flip them around again. I'm making you dizzy. These cards are stickers only. Just saying hello. Just saying hello. Just saying hello. I appreciate you more than you know. And the third one is, I'm just lucky to know you. And I was challenging anybody of those 33 people. I kind of was hoping I'd get this card in the mail. Just saying hello. Because when you make cards, you need to go ahead and mail them. Not one person, including my daughters, if you're watching, has turned around. And I sent them to their roommates as a nice thank you. So I'm kind of challenging everybody out there that was part of my random act of kindness. The first person that sends me a card that was part of that random act of kindness, I got something a little special for you, but September, October, almost done with November. I've been waiting 3 months. Nobody has sent me a card. And that's really the most important thing. I random act of kindness them to make a card that required no stamping, just fun, just stickers. But they need to send those cards out to people. Not necessarily me. It'd be nice if I got a note that said, hey, here's your note. Just thinking about you. So that's my challenge. And I hope that anybody who watches this takes a moment and grabs a stamp and writes a little letter, because this week I did forget what's in the mail. I have received a lot of mail from either team members or nice people and friends. And Wednesday was busy getting ready for Thanksgiving, and we had company here. And so I just did not come down and work into my design den down here. So if you get a chance, you all have cards. Send out a card and make somebody's day. It's so important. I think that's one of the things that gives me pleasure in doing, of the many things, but the one thing I really enjoy is that you can make someone's day by sending them a card. So let's see who in my family will go ahead and be the first one to send me a card letting me know that they've got them and they made them, because I don't want your box sitting around. Now, I did give them the opportunity to pass it along to a friend if they really didn't want to do it. But I wanted to share all the joy it is to just sit and craft and make cards. And it's not even an hour long. Try something different. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm off to do my traditional scrapbooking on Black Friday. No shopping for me. I actually shopped yesterday. So I did a lot of online shopping last night. So got most of my Christmas gifts done. So I hope you have fun shopping, relaxing with your family, and doing fun things you do, but mail out your cards. Don't let them sit around. All right. Happy Friday, and I'll see you next Friday at 10 o'clock with another coffee and a card. Bye now, everybody.